Hey you guys, what's up? In today's video, I have for you guys a makeup tutorial and review on the new Ofra and Francesca Tolot collection. So they did send this to me in PR. If you guys do not know who Francesca is, she is a celebrity makeup artist. I have not really heard anyone talk about this collection or review it, so I really wanted to do a video on it for you guys. So I'm going to be showing you guys the eyeshadow palette, the face palette. Also, there are some liquid lipsticks in this collection as well. I was like really intrigued by this collection because I feel like the eyeshadow palette is super unique and interesting. I really like the colors that are in the palette. So before we jump into the video, I would really appreciate it if you would give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're not already. Also, I'm doing a really big giveaway right now. It's in collaboration with Faith Drew and Allegra Chetty. I will have it in the cards above. Also, I'm going to have it linked in my description box below if you guys want to enter that. Today's post notification shout out goes to Sam. Thank you so much for having your post notifications turned on. If you want to be the next shout out in one of my upcoming videos, all you have to do is click the bell next to the subscribe button and then leave me a comment down below that you have notifications turned on, and that is it. It is super easy. All right, so let's just go ahead and jump right in. So as you guys saw in my last video, I did get this entire collection sent to me in PR. If you guys have not seen my most recent PR haul, make sure to go and check that video out. So this collection comes with 2 palettes, and then we also have this set of liquid lipsticks. Also, there is a mini liquid lipstick in this collection as well. So first we're going to talk about the face palette. First things first, I am obsessed with the packaging of everything in this collection. These palettes feel so nice. They feel heavy. They feel very sturdy. So this palette is the Gilded palette, and this palette is $49 on the Ofra website. So in here you get 2 bronzer shades and then 2 blush shades. I did use the lighter bronzer. I really like that there's 2 different shades. The bronzers have like the tiniest amount of like, not really a shimmer, they kind of just have like a sheen to them, so they create like a nice glow on the skin. And then as you can see, the blush shades are shimmery. They don't look like glittery on the face, they just look like they have a nice glow to them. So the other palette is the eyeshadow palette, and this is the Infinite palette, and this palette is also $49. So there are 9 eyeshadows in this palette. We have a mix of mattes and shimmers. I really like the colors in this palette. I feel like you can create so many different looks with this palette. You can get like super creative, but then you can also do your more like natural looks if you just went in with like the orange shade and then maybe just like a shimmery shade all over the lid. This shade did come broken. I did repress it. That's why the palette looks like super messy, and then the black shade over here kind of broke off a little bit as well. So then we have the liquid lipstick set. This is a $50 set, and it comes with 3 shades. This has a red shade, a berry shade, and then like a pinky nude. This does say that the nude has gold flecks in it, but I don't really see any. It looks completely matte to me. And then the last thing that comes in this collection is a mini liquid lipstick. I'm not sure why they decided to create like a mini one. That doesn't really make sense to me. I don't know if you can buy this like on the Ofra website or if it just came in the PR. No, you can. This is a $20. I would never pay $20 for this tiny little liquid lipstick. I would never wear a gold liquid lipstick either. Like that's just like not really my style, but I do think this would be really cool if you use this as like liner. All right, so now that you guys have seen all of the products, it's time to jump into the tutorial. All right, so I went ahead and did my foundation and concealer off camera. Now we're gonna go in with the face palette. So I'm gonna go in with the lighter bronzer shade, and I'm just gonna use this to warm up my face. So the bronzer is a really nice shade for my skin tone. I really like that there's 2 different shades. I don't know that I'll be able to use the deeper shade, but I do really like the light shade that I just put on. So now I'm gonna be going in with blush, and I really want to mix both of the shades together. I feel like that'll make a nice like pinky coral shade. These do have shimmer in them. I'm really curious if these are gonna be like glittery on my face or if they're just gonna look like they have a nice like glow to them. So that's very pigmented. Just gonna blend that away a little bit because those were a lot more pigmented than I was expecting them to be. All right, so even though these are like shimmery blush shades, they don't look glittery on my face at all. I actually can't even really tell very much that they are like shimmery blushes anymore. I think I blended this one like way too hard. Now it looks patchy. All right, so now we're gonna move on over into the eyeshadow palette. And I wanna highlight my face with this shade right here. I wish they would have put like a highlight in the face palette. I feel like that would have been a really nice touch. I love the Ofra highlighters. I'm going in like very, very light-handed because this is an eyeshadow. And I feel like if I go in too heavy-handed, I'm gonna look like I have a stripe on my face. So this eyeshadow is not actually as pigmented as like their normal highlighters. Their highlight shades are normally like super like blinding, but obviously this probably isn't the same as their highlight formula. So now we're gonna go ahead and move on to the eyes. I did kind of prime them a little bit with my concealer and then I set them with powder. I have absolutely no idea what kind of look I wanna do. So I think I'm first gonna go in with this like burnt orange and I'm gonna start putting this in my crease. I honestly can't even think of if I've ever tried the Ofra eyeshadows before. So far, there doesn't seem to be a lot of fallout. Also, there's not really much kickback in the pan when I dip my brush in, which I really like. And the pigmentation is looking good so far. So now that I've kind of packed that into my crease, I'm gonna start like swirling the same brush on the edges just to kind of like diffuse them a little bit. So far, I am really liking this shade. I feel like it went on nice and pigmented, but it also blends out very easily. Hopefully, it doesn't start blending away when I start adding more shades. All right, so now I'm gonna go in with this super bright hot pink, and I'm gonna first start by packing this on my outer corner, and then I'm just gonna kind of pack it all along my crease. I'm actually like really surprised right now that there's not fallout all over my face. I feel like a lot of palettes that I've been testing out recently have had really bad fallout. This one has like virtually no fallout. All right, so now I'm gonna get a little small blending brush and I'm gonna pick up the deep matte blue and I'm just going to blend this on my outer corner a little bit. So I'm looking a little bit crazy right now, but once we put the lid shades on, it will start to come together a little bit more. So now I'm gonna go in with that shimmery shade that I used as a highlight on my face, and I'm gonna put this right in my inner corner. So now I'm gonna take a little bit of that light purple shade, and I'm just gonna put this about halfway and bring it out almost to my outer corner. So now I'm gonna go back into that deep blue shade and I'm just going to pack this on my outer corner just so we can get the color nice and vibrant again. So I am really wanting to use the green in this palette. So I'm gonna take a flat like shader brush and I got it a little bit wet and I'm going to pack this all along my lower lash line. All right, so now that the eyeshadow is pretty much done, I'm gonna go ahead and fill in my brows and put on some lashes and mascara off camera and I will be right back. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and finish off the look with the lips. I feel so weird. I have not worn lashes in like, I don't even know, since January because I did the No Falsies February challenge. So I'm probably gonna go in with like the nude shade because this eye look is like really dramatic. I am loving this shade so far. Alright you guys, so this is the completed look. I am really happy with how everything turned out. I feel like the shadows performed really nicely. I really liked that the mattes were nice and pigmented, but they didn't really have much fallout. There wasn't really a lot of kickback in the pan. I feel like they just performed overall really nicely. I do prefer eyeshadows that are a little bit more like firmly pressed, so that you do not get the crazy fallout, especially when you're working with like really colorful shades. This look is like really out there for me. You guys know that I do a lot of like neutral and kind of like boring, I guess, looks. A lot of you guys have asked me to do more colorful looks, so I hope you guys really like the look that I created today. You guys know that I love like Ofra highlighters, and I have never tried their blushes, but I do really like these. I also really like the Ofra liquid lipstick formula, so I'm really liking this shade. I really like how like velvety they are. They're not like a super like liquidy liquid lipstick formula. They're definitely more on like the creamy like velvety side, which I really like. So I hope you guys all enjoyed today's video. If you did, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're not already. Also, as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I am doing a huge giveaway right now where there are 3 times the prizes. You guys do not want to miss out on that. I will have it up here in a card somewhere. Also, I'm going to have it linked in my description box below. Also, before you leave, make sure you click the bell next to the subscribe button so you can receive notifications of when I post new videos. Thank you so much for watching.